Yeah, it was a tough night at the PMAC here in Louisiana. We had some things that we want to take away and get better from. I want to thank Trojan Vision for making the journey out here and covering this. So we started the game, and we started the game ahead. We had a 5-1 run, and then we turned the ball over 3 times on their press. They threw a little bit of different press at us than we had seen previously on the film. And I should have changed it sooner, but it broke us. It got us down. It took us out of what we were doing, rebounding and watching our turnovers. It took us out of all those things, and they went on huge runs for us, and we couldn't pull it back together. And we were down by 34 points at halftime. The message at halftime was, that this isn't helping anybody. We need to be a new team in the second half. We need to encourage. We don't need to blame. We were, blaming the referees for fouls and things that we were committing. So we turned around and we only lost by 5 points in the second half. So there are some good takeaways from here, but of course it's disturbing that we got down that much in the first half. LSU's a very good team, of course, very well coached, number 6 in the nation, I believe. And we did only lose to them by 5 points in the second half. So we have to take those things, make sure we can get it together and pull it back together when things aren't going our way, not get so off course, and take the lessons forward because we're about to hit a long trip to Alaska and play some very good teams while we're there.
Coach, obviously top 10 team in the nation you guys face tonight. Just talk about, what does this give the team going up against a team that high of a caliber for the rest of the season and into Sun Belt play?
You have to be sharper at everything. You can't make nearly as many mistakes as you do playing against probably an unranked team because they make you pay for every mistake, and they certainly did, especially in that first half. So it just gives you a new awareness of how clean you need to play and how disciplined you need to play and how together you need to play to be able to beat a team and compete with a team like this.
And Coach, talk a little bit more about that second half. Obviously, Brianna Jackson set the tone early, and then it kind of just clicked from there. And also, you guys forced LSU to a season-high amount of turnovers. Just talk about that result and what you guys can look at on the bright side in that second half.
Well, I didn't know we'd force them into that many turnovers, but I'm proud of them for that because that was all effort. We didn't press them. We had to get back and protect the paint, but there was a lot of effort going on out there. Ashley Baez, several of them, they were just playing their hearts out. And so, as far as the coaching decisions, we did change the defense up about every third play. That helped a little. We should have done that earlier. But the players just made their mind up to represent Troy better and represent themselves better in the second half and brush off mistakes and keep playing through them.
And you mentioned one player, Ashley. She actually became the only active player to have 5+ steals in a single game tonight with a career high.
Wow.
Just talk about what it was like to see her on the defensive end, just pesting the LSU offense as well as coming up with a team-high amount of points. Her 5th straight double-figure game.
I'm just really proud of her. She plays that hard every day at practice and in the game. She really cares about winning and representing Troy in a great way. I love her to death, and I will be really happy when we are all playing good enough team defense that we can implement our press in the game, because then there's no telling how many steals she can get. She created all of that basically on her own. Those steals that she probably got today are creating those turnovers. We're not pressing, like I said, so I'll be glad to see her when we get better as a team on defense. We're able to extend that to the full court. Players like Ashley and Speedy can really shine in those situations.
And obviously the road trip continues. You guys are going to go up to Alaska for a tournament. How does this game prepare you guys for that, to turn it around?
Well, we play some really good teams in a different style of ball up there when we go to Alaska. But the overall theme is we understand now that you can't get down when you make a few mistakes. You got to concentrate on the things that you got to do to win. Next play mentality, and just keep it like the second half. We had to make a lot less mistakes. Why would we go back to being undisciplined again? Keep the mistakes low.